Good morning and happy Saturday. Yeah, I think it's Saturday. This week has flown by. Oh, you're going to get a view of the trees, the apple trees here on the side of the road. Yes, I woke up early this morning, like 5 a.m. I'm out here. It is 5:40 maybe. Sun's coming up. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it is. It's coming up. So I thought maybe I would videotape myself a different direction because I had some issues on YouTube with being a little tiny sliver of me. And somebody suggested I hold the camera a different way, which is just a little bit odd, but it's all right. We'll see if I can get used to it. The sky is really bright. It's really bright and the camera doesn't really want to focus on it. So I don't know if that's the direction or just the nature of the sky. Oh, how are you guys doing? Phew, it's the 30th of May. Yeah. Wow, how did that happen? How did that happen? Like what quick May did. I posted yesterday a little quote that said, summer is like a glass of lemonade. You want to drink it up real fast, but you want it to last forever. I've been feeling like that these days at home in just the simple quiet of the lives that, or the life that I'm living right now has been there's been something quite comforting about it. Yes, there's stresses and there's anxieties, but there's just been, this calm quiet in our lives, and it has been so refreshing. In fact, it has been so refreshing. It's really caused us to pause in our family and to think about what direction our lives need to go as a family, and where do we want to spend, where does our family want me to spend my time, basically. Oh, it's not an announcement, it's just a reflection on life and how I've really enjoyed being home. And so we are going to try to make some changes to allow that to be a more consistent part of my schedule. So, anyway, what was I going to talk about? I wanted to talk about this in my head. When I said about being home, it made me think about how, as things are opening up, many of us will struggle with the fear of returning back to a new normal. Yeah, I do. I have cautious optimism and concern about what life needs to return to, and what does that mean, and maybe some of it is unnecessary or inflated fear. I don't know. I just, Charlotte is my only one, and my main priority is, of course, her health and her successful molding of her life, protection of her life even. And so just that idea of opening up our lives to possible risk is very nerve-wracking for me. And I've had, if you don't know, I clean houses for a living, and I haven't cleaned in 3 months almost. Not really, 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. And it's been a challenge. But I just think about the risk involved and the lack of control of the situation and the atmosphere and the exposure, the lack of control of that I would have by opening our lives back up to that. And it's summer, and so I don't know. So I have a lot of concerns. Just going to the store. I mean, my life. That's pretty. I have to change hands. I'm sorry. Oh, this whole sideways thing. I don't know how this is going to work. Okay. So our whole lives will be different, and for me, veiled with caution. And I'm not excited about the potential of living my life like that. So, I don't know. I kind of just want to throw my family in a self-sustaining bubble. I think it's just the unknown. So I try not to get my head around those and focus much more on what I can control and what I can do. So I take control of that. And there's been some things this week that I've been really laxed on, I guess. I haven't really talked much. It rained yesterday and I was thankful for it. Because honestly, I didn't want to get up and walk at sunrise. Not because I didn't want to talk to you, but just because I was tired. Yeah, I got up this morning at 10 till 5 to have time to go to the bathroom and get myself dressed and get out here before the sunrise happened. So it takes a toll on somebody because I did not go to bed very early. It's like 11:30. So I'm going to need a nap. Because we all know how important sleep is. I do not like this sideways thing. I do not like this little sideways camera thing. Anyway, I gotta figure that out. How I can get my videos to not be so small on YouTube. So, anyway, there was something I did want to talk about today. But what I was saying was like about my week. It's been a fine week. It just hasn't been a standout week. And I think we all have those. I think you know what I mean. Those weeks where you look back and there's some weeks they stand out in your mind for one reason or another. They're either a forward week or maybe you know what? Somebody on Instagram said it's either a supportive choice or an unsupportive choice. And so sometimes we have weeks like that. Weeks where we feel like the choices that we've made have been or could be considered unsupportive to our health and wellness journey. I haven't had that kind of week. I haven't had it either. It hasn't been, I don't even know what to call it. It's just been kind of, like I said, like a mediocre week. It's just been par for the course. Nothing extraordinary, no birdies, no hole-in-ones. It's just what it is. And that's okay. And that's okay because I was talking to a friend last night and we were talking about plateaus and I think I mentioned this to somebody in a workshop last week about, she said she'd been on a plateau. I was like, I get it. I said, you know what? You're not on a plateau. You're building character. And my friend last night was like, huh? And no, she wasn't. I think she understood what I was saying. I'm just teasing. And I said, no, people on plateaus, they build character. They're building resilience. Because eventually the goal is to be on a plateau for the rest of our lives. It's called maintenance. It's a plateau. It's a flattening out. And if we don't experience how to manage that and to do that before we get to goal, I feel personally we are less likely and prepared. We are building up a treasure trove of good qualities that help us to stay the course. That's my thought. So don't think of it as being on a plateau. Think of it as building resilience. So, yeah, this whole camera thing, I don't even know where to look. Because, like, the camera's all the way over here on the side of the phone. Okay, so I actually had a prepared topic I wanted to talk about. Because I've shared with you guys before that I am a perfectionist. But along with being a perfectionist, there is another word. Sorry, my phone notifies me when I'm approaching my home so that I can automate my house and open it up. And I'm not ready for that. Okay, so along with being a perfectionist, there is another word that I also am that's P. That is a procrastinator. Two go hand in hand. I was talking to my sister about procrastination yesterday. You're kind of giggling because she was talking about, putting off folding the laundry, that kind of thing. I said, oh, procrastination. And, so procrastination, it's the putting of things off. What it is it's prioritizing less important tasks or more pleasurable tasks in front of the necessary or important tasks. Hello, house. We've all done it. We have all done it. So just so you know, this is what's going on behind me. There you go. That's what's going on behind me. I just stopped for a second, catch my breath. So this morning I woke up really early, just a side note as I get myself prepared. I woke up early and I heard cats fighting, so I really hope that wasn't Jack and Jill. Really hope. Okay, procrastination. Like I said, it's prioritizing less urgent or more pleasurable tasks over the important stuff. So why do we do it? Well, some of us is because we have the fear of doing something wrong. Some of us do it because of unreasonable expectations, whether they are self-inflicted. Oh, I thought it looked like there was a rainbow in the sky. No. Sometimes the expectations are our own. They're unreasonable for ourselves. We expect more of ourselves. We're going to talk about each of these reasons here in a second. Or because you haven't generated enough reasons to get the job done. My sister and I also talked about a fourth reason why people procrastinate, and it is overconfidence. Okay, so let's talk about the first one. Because of fear of doing something wrong, or maybe fear of failure, stops people. Has it stopped you on your weight loss journey? Fear of doing something wrong, fear of failure. Yeah, it has. It stopped me. It stopped me in life for a few reasons, in a few things. When you don't know how to do something, you're not real motivated to do it. So you either have to break it down and figure it out. Well, we'll get to how you overcome procrastination in a second, but that's one of the reasons. Okay, unreasonable expectations. Unreasonable expectations. I'm going to turn back around because the sun really hasn't come up yet. And I was hoping to kind of catch it for you. Okay, so unreasonable expectations. Sometimes in life people do expect, they give us a task. And we feel maybe it's beyond our skill set. It's beyond the scope of our understanding, but we know, maybe we feel like the task is daunting. Is losing weight that way sometimes? Yes. Maybe we expect too much of ourselves in the weight loss category. An ideal weight loss or a rate of weight loss can be 1 to 2 pounds a week. That's what a recommended healthy weight loss is. Let's see, I have been on this weight loss journey 200 and some odd weeks, 226, 27 weeks now. Have I lost 227 pounds? Lost and gained and lost and gained, but the downward trend. That's a side point. Okay. No, I haven't lost 226 pounds because the journey's not that calculated and measurable. It's just not. That's not how weight loss works. So some people think if that is not the trend of their journey, if it's not all down and no ups and they don't anticipate that, they have unreasonable expectations. Some people get stalled because of that, because their weight loss is not as fast as they determine or expect at the beginning of their journey for it to be. So then they procrastinate what they need to do to get to where they need to go because they don't think they're going fast enough. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, but I know people who have fallen into that trap. I have been at risk of falling into that trap. 194 pounds, they didn't come off fast. They didn't come off fast because you know what? They came off while I lived. They did. Okay, so that's one reason. Unreasonable expectations. Whether it's the expectations of others or in our weight loss journey, it would be the expectations we set on ourselves for ourselves. Okay, the last one was because you haven't generated enough reasons to get the job done. Oh, are you procrastinating your weight loss journey? Do you lack the reason, the why that motivates you? Haven't generated enough reasons. So, if you are at a crossroads in your health and wellness journey, I would like you to make a list of all the reasons, healthy reasons, life-changing reasons, practical reasons, and vanity reasons. Make a list of them. Make a list of them. All the reasons why you should stop procrastinating. Whatever it is in your health and wellness journey that you're procrastinating. Make a list of those reasons. If you still don't feel motivated, you better keep making the list because you haven't come up with enough reasons. So, some people may think, well, I don't have a why. You have a why, Tamara. Charlotte's your why. Yeah, well, I've achieved that why. A why morphs and a why changes. And right now, my why is I want to be a person who did what I said I was going to do. I said I was going to lose 200 pounds. I'm not stopping until I get there. Just the sheer tenacity of it. Like, I am not. No. I'm not going to let the scale lick me. I told it I was going to lose 200 pounds. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then if I feel like that weight is too hard to maintain with my lifestyle, then I will adjust it. I will adjust it to something about where I am now. Because I really only have 5.9 pounds left to lose. I mean, come on. Okay. Now, how do we overcome procrastination? Set specific, measurable goals. Specific, measurable goals. When I started my journey, was 200 pounds a measurable goal from when I started? No, I did not have a tape measure that long. I did not have a ruler that long. So, I didn't think about that measurement. I thought about a smaller measurement. I weighed 355 pounds. I would like to weigh 354 pounds. That was my goal. Let's just lose 1 pound. Let's change the number. And then from there, my goal was 349 pounds. Let's get in a different decade. So I broke it up in chunks. The other thing is with weight loss, it's not necessarily, the scale's not your only measurement. The scale's not your only goal. So maybe your goal today, you break it up into something specific and measurable for you. Maybe it is simply tracking your breakfast this morning. Maybe it is, after that, not eating again until a specific time. You have breakfast at 7, don't eat till 10 o'clock, have a snack at 10. Something measurable and specific, that is your goal for the day. So it can be a daily thing, or it can be a more lengthy type of measurement, like something that is immediate that you can measure, or something that requires a little bit of effort over time, but make it specific and make it measurable and make it reasonable. That's where I said, my initial goal was 200 pounds. It is not reasonable to wake up every morning and tell yourself, today I'm going to lose 200 pounds. Which is essentially what I did. Every day I woke up and I took action that led me to that outcome. Specific, measurable actions every day. Every day. Did not put my weight loss journey off until tomorrow. If I could do it today, I did. Okay. The second one is develop a reward system. Do you reward yourself when you reach a measurable, specific goal? If you want, you better start. Yep, I have a little wrist of bracelets that I purchased. I can't tell you what milestone they were for, but think about it. If you're on WW, they do this. That bling that you get, those little charms, those can be anchors, reminders of the goals you have accomplished, and that can be the fire that motivates you to keep going. Sometimes for me it was, I want to get my nails done, and when I get here I'm going to do that. I have a reward system during the day. I haven't been using it lately, but I should. If I drink 32 ounces or 64 ounces, depending on the day, the goal changes, of just plain water, then I can drink my flavored water. It's a specific, measurable goal with a reward for the outcome. And then it also said create a penalty for procrastination. In my journey, I don't really want to do that. I may be a discipline. And so that is, you can't have the flavored water until you drink the 64 ounces. That's the penalty. I don't know. You can add that into your life where you see fit. Okay, the next one to overcome procrastination is minimize distraction. Minimize distraction. Do you get distracted from your health and wellness goals? I was thinking I get distracted by many things. I got distracted yesterday by the banana bread I made. I ate a whole mini loaf. And it wasn't a 3-point mini loaf. It was a lot of mini loaf. 12, 6 pieces, 2 points a piece. 12, I ate that yesterday. I got distracted. I got distracted by my feelings. I got distracted by anxiety. I got distracted by other mindless, meaningless, mundane things of life. I didn't get my 10,000 steps yesterday. I actually chose to do something different. I played hopscotch with Charlotte, but it just doesn't give you that many steps. So that's what it is. Oh, there is a sandhill crane out in my field. He's quite tall. He's quite big. I hope let's see if we can get you to see him. Nope. Right there. Right there. Okay, minimize distraction. Minimize distraction. What else is distracting you from achieving your health and wellness goals? Why is he walking towards me? Well, that's ballsy. He's got some guts. Maybe he wants to show off. Hello? Okay, well, there he is. Right there. Wildlife today. Why? He's still walking towards the road. Okay, well, we'll go small. We'll go slow. He may, if I had kept walking at the speed that I was walking at, holy cow. We'll just watch him. Oh, there. Sorry, camera issues. There he goes. Right across the field. I mean, he's like 4 car lengths, not even, maybe 3 car lengths in front of me. Just like, hey lady, I know you walk. I know you don't care a snit about me, so I'm gonna walk too. He's maintaining his social distance, though, I will tell you that. Oh, there he goes. Maybe he's looking looking for his mate or his nest. I don't know. He's over there. Okay, so the next one is start small and build momentum. I like that one when it comes to your health and wellness journey. I just lost my notepad. Hello. Woke up like this. Okay. Start small. Well, weight loss journey can be overwhelming. Do you agree? Yeah. You think 200 pounds wasn't overwhelming? What did I do? I started small. How did I do that? I started with food. How did I do that? I thought about what I wanted to eat that day, or what I had been eating. I learned the Smart Points values, and I made choices that fit within my Smart Points budget. That was my only focus when I started this journey. Stay within the budget. Stay within the Smart Points budget if you're following WW. If you're not, stay within your calorie goal. Stay within your tracking bites, your bites budget. Whatever your choice is, stay within it. That's what I did. That's all. That was it. For months. I didn't add anything else in. Yeah, I drank some water here and there. I didn't put any pressure on myself. I didn't. But I took those small steps over time. And as each of those steps became easier, more routine, habitual, more in my nature, I added in others and it was easier. Momentum slows down over time also. Maybe you feel like you're going uphill and you need a little push. Take some weight off. Take some of the things you've been doing off your plate and go back and focus on the basics. Go back and focus on food. Do that. Maybe you need to track less. Maybe you need to change a plan. Maybe you need to do blue plan instead of green plan. Maybe you need to track more and you need to do green plan instead of blue plan. I don't know. That's your decision. Okay. The other one was work in small intervals. I just view this as, you know what? You can't be a show off all the time. You can't. We're going to turn around here. There's a lot of deer tracks in the road because I woke a family up of deer. I displaced them this morning. I'm sure they were awake, but I displaced them. So, you can't be a show off all the time. Have moments where you sprint through your journey and have moments where you just acknowledge that you need to sit back, relax a little bit, and put it on cruise control. That's what I'm going to say. Sometimes you need to put a little bit of gas, put your foot to the pedal, put it on, push the gas a little bit, and sometimes you need to ease up. And these are things that we need to recognize, because expecting too much of ourselves and not giving ourselves a measurable, specific goal, these things, I don't like this. I don't know what's going on there. Sorry. I don't have a cameraman. These things are the things that will help you to avoid procrastination and motivate you to continue to make forward progress in your journey. So I hope this talk was helpful. I need to work on these things. I am in an interval. I am in the sit back and relax interval. I am, and I got to get out of it. So I've also been very busy this week working on some things. So anyway, thank you to those of you who watch this video, who choose to follow the Patreon link in the description and pledge your support to the continuation of these videos. I really appreciate it. If you don't know what Patreon is, it is a gifting platform, really, where you can go pledge your support or your a specific amount, $2 all the way up to $60, and each of those tiers of support have different membership benefits, different ways that I show my appreciation to you in a more specific way. So there's a link to that. You can check it out. For some of you who don't know, I do offer small group. I am starting to offer June 1st small group and personal private coaching. So it's just something new. I'm working through the bugs of it and what I'm going to do in the system, but I am excited to work with those of you who have taken advantage of that. If it's something you're interested in, you can message me, or you can head over to Patreon and check it out. So thanks, guys, for walking with me this morning. I'm thinking our pace has us at about 1.5 miles. So if you were up and walking, that's where you're at. You know where else we are? We are in this beautiful world that we live in today. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Michigan. Yes, it is. And you know what? Let's see. Let's get another peek of that sunrise. There it is. It's peeking. It's a gorgeous day. Today, I have a few things I need to remember. But I want you to remember something too. You've got goals. Go get them. Bye, guys.